Accidents can happen anytime, anywhere, even at home. Knowing basic first aid skills like CPR can mean the difference between life and death in an emergency. Mom, are you okay? My mother was unresponsive, realized she stopped breathing. When I saw my mom collapse, I knew I had to act fast. I remembered my CPR training, and I knew that every second counted. The first thing I did was ensure the scene was safe. Then I tapped on my mother's shoulder to see if she was responsive. When I realized she was unresponsive, I called emergency medical services. With my phone on speakerphone, I quickly explained the situation to the emergency medical services while I checked my mother's breathing. When I realized she was not breathing, I began CPR, beginning with chest compressions. Then tilt my mother's head back and give her 2 rescue breaths. I remembered the adult CPR compression rate is 30 compressions to 2 breaths, so I began by giving my mom 30 chest compressions followed by 2 breaths. I delivered compressions at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute, at a depth of at least 1/3 the chest, which is at 2 to 2.4 inches for adults. I opened my mother's airway and delivered 2 rescue breaths, each lasting 1 second. I watched for her chest to rise, and resumed compressions. I continued repeating the cycle until help arrived, ensuring interruptions in chest compressions did not exceed 10 seconds. It was hard to stay calm, but I knew I had to focus on what I was doing. I kept reminding myself that I was doing everything I could to save my mom's life. I was beginning to get tired, but I knew the emergency medical services would be arriving soon and would be able to take over for me. When the paramedics arrived, my mom was starting to regain consciousness. They took over from there and rushed her to the hospital. I'm so glad I knew what to do. CPR saved my mom's life, and it can save yours too. Make sure you learn CPR, so you're prepared for anything. Learn CPR today. It could save a life.